environment. Every seat has been taken. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Nice punch. Oh, they landed a good jab there. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? A perfect counter shot. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? They exchange punches. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in counter.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Big whiff with the right hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. Good punch. He misses with that straight left. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That uppercut's blocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. And a round that seemed like he turned it. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Which fighter will say no mas? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be... And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. men step back for just a moment. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
That jab is slick.
This is the beginning of round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Hook misses. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A straight right just misses. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now,
where did that come from? Down they go. Let's see that again.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your blood.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Prograis in trouble. And down goes Prograis. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the gut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
GG.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we...